Flexx FM, Flexx TV Sports. Once again, we are here at another Flexx sporting event. Today we continue with Casa 2024 School Classic. And I have alongside me Coach Brown as my co-host. Coach Brown, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, and it's a joy to be here one more time to see these youngsters play.
I tell you, Coach, so far this week we have had some exciting games, man.
Sure,
I mean,
it's quality, quality, and more quality.
more quality. And tonight we look forward to another exciting game. We have Inter Miami
Going up against
U19
Tobago.
going up against the Tobago Select team. And based on both teams showing in their first game, I said this is going to be an exciting game.
It's built to be one of the best for the tournament, and I'm watching the warm up right now, and based on what I'm seeing,
Well, I tell you, Inter Miami is the defending champs from last year.
like I said, I'm backing them.
Yeah. But I tell you, Tobago came out this year. Last year was their first year in the tournament, and they kind of got surprised with the turf field. They're not used to that.
Yes,
So
and
everything was pretty fast for them.
yes, and they made the adjustment, and they did what they had to do.
They-
So it has shown in the first game that they played, and now they're about to be hit the grass. Let me see how well they do with the grass.
well, they should do even a better job because they're used to the turf. Maybe not as smooth as this, but for the grass field, but they're used to that. And based on what I see on their first game, I think this is going to be an exciting game.
Sure, they have some quality, especially in that goalkeeper. Goalkeeper for Trinidad. What's his name? He is a class keeper. Warner.
Yeah, that's
I admire him.
Kareem
from
Warner.
Yes,
yeah.
I admired him last year, and I saw him earlier this year in the first game that they played, and he still looks the same or even
Yeah, I
better.
tell you, he was the most exciting and most outstanding player last year.
Sure, sure.
And he came back this year, and hey, he's taken it up a notch.
No, what he says, I'm just going to continue where I left off last year.
I think he took it up a notch.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good. And for the Miami team, for the Inter Miami team, it's a well-oiled machine. So the Tobago team has to come good.
Has to come good. As you can see, we're not at our usual Lauderhill Sports Complex.
And where are we?
We are at the Inter Miami Stadium field, their practice
Oh.
field. So
This is why the fields are so beautiful.
I tell you, yeah. So this is Inter Miami's home turf.
This is where Messi and all the other guys practice.
Oh
on these
yeah,
fields.
I tell you.
Wow.
So just being on this turf is exciting, especially for the Tobago players.
I know. They can go back and tell their countrymen, listen, when you go to Florida, you get the best of the best. We don't have it here in the Caribbean, but a little flight over and you're in good hands.
And I tell you, we're coming off a good game last night for the Jamaica Select team. They rallied back from their first game
Yes.
and took a win last night. Last night they looked very impressive.
In
They
some
look- they
areas,
look- they
in
look-
some areas to me, they were looking
Well,
real good.
We did the game last night, and I tell you, watching them play, I know they weren't playing up to their potential. I think they were playing down to the opponent that they were playing against.
Well, that's what great teams do. Great teams play above their opponent, and that is what I'm looking for from the Jamaica team.
No, I'm looking for.
I'm not looking for making excuses in here and there. If you come out to represent Jamaica, I want proper representation at all times. And high expectation is what I go with.
I said, bring it full 100.
110.
Yeah, that I tell you, that's it. But it was a great game last night. The Jamaican defeated the Ingenious Select team 3-1.
Was it 3-0?
Or three? What was the score last night?
3-1, somewhere in there, 3-0. But it was a good win for Jamaica. I think it's 3-0. It was a good win for Jamaica. They need to have that win to build their confidence coming in, and hopefully, somebody can stop that Rush Select group of players.
Yeah, that's another team to look out for. The Rush Select. They dominate both the first and second game. The first game they defeated the Jamaica team. They defeated the Jamaica team 2-1, and the second game they just
3-2. They won the first game against
3-2.
Jamaica. 3-2. Yeah.
And the second game, they just dominated the whole,
The whole procedure.
you know.
They had full control. You could see a masterful piece of work with that group.
Yeah, so
If I see Jamaica play like how that team plays, I'll be one of the most elated human beings on the face of the earth.
you know, as Jamaicans are the most critical when it comes to our own.
You have to. You have to, in
Yeah.
the sense that that's how they're going to grow. And like I've tell people time and time again, I've worked with over 150 countries. I've worked with Messi, Neymar, Suarez, and Di Maria, Higuaín at El Clasico. I've seen it. So when I tell you I've seen it, I've seen it. And when I see the quality, I can say yes, the quality is there, or no, the quality is not there. And we just have to just get these youngsters on the right track, knowing that, hey, this is not acceptable. This is not good enough.
Well, tomorrow we have tomorrow again we have the two games back, and we're going to be back at the Casa home turf.
Famous Lauder Sports Complex.
Yep, and the first game tomorrow you're going to have Ingenious going up against the Rush Select team, and then of course the featured game tomorrow you have Jamaica All School going up against the Lauderhill Lions.
Well, the Lions seems to not roaring.
The roaring is not loud enough.
It's not loud enough?
Not
Okay,
loud
good.
enough, I think.
I think they're a wounded lion right now.
Well, let's see if they can rally back tomorrow. Last year they're the team that gave, other than Inter Miami, gave Jamaica the hardest,
Yes, they did.
competition.
Yes, they
So-
did. So let's see what they do against Rush. If they can play the spoiler, then that would be great for Jamaica.
Yeah, I tell you. And then of course on Sunday we have the third and fourth place team that's going to be playing at 3 p.m. and
So-
then the final
My question
is going to be played at 4:30.
My question to you, if Rush defeats Ingenious, then Rush will be automatically the team for the group.
Well, yes, they'll definitely. I mean, they right now they're standing at 6 points
And with a lot of goals.
and with a lot of goals.
Goal differential is way ahead.
So yeah. So tomorrow Jamaica need to come out and score a lot of goals.
Well, that they have to do. They have to find that
You know.
person that's going to score goals. I watched them last night, and there's a young man, Devontae Davis from McGrath. That young man was very impressive. As soon as he stepped on the field, he made that difference. And that's what I'm looking for. Impact players that's going to step on the field and make it look like what it's worth. A goal in 2 minutes.
I tell you, we're getting ready to start this game here tonight. Inter Miami U19 going up against the Tobago Select team, and as usual, I'm not going to make the mistake this year and say Trinidad.
No, you can't. If you do that, you're in trouble.
I'm already in enough trouble, from last year.
Right,
So,
right.
but I'm looking forward to a great game.
The Tobago always have a group of ladies that travels with them, and they cheer these boys on from start to finish. You can listen out for them, and they are so positive towards the youngsters. It's unbelievable. I like that. 'Cause that's moral booster for the youngsters.
And just in case if you're tuning to us for the first time, this tournament is a tournament that's been going on now for the last 13 years.
14 this year.
14 this year?
Yeah.
14, okay. And the whole premises of this tournament is to give the opportunities to a lot of these young players. As you can see, you have players from Jamaica, you have players from Tobago, we have players that in the past from the Bahamas, from a lot of different
Barbados,
islands in the
yes,
Caribbean.
Barbados. And the thing I question, Nigel, with all of this, I know Casa have been giving them the opportunity, thanks to Cleveland Brown and Richard Campbell back in the days.
Right.
But what I'm looking at and what I'm searching for is these youngsters that are thinking that they're going to go pro. But what I'm thinking, Nigel, is let's try the college route first and get these youngsters into school. And one of the things that I try to find out, are these youngsters eligible to go to school if a college offer is given? I did my research today.
Well, I mean, that's the whole premise of the preparation for these kids. And I think tomorrow they will have a seminar that will give them the direction of what they need to have in place to be able to qualify for the
Like I saw
college recruitment and all
like
that.
I saw with the Tobago brochure. The Tobago brochure has all. This is how it's supposed to be done. So when these kids come in, the brochure tells you immediately. You don't have to be searching and asking them for grades and if they are interested in schools. Because right away, as you look, you see a kid with 16 subjects, 25 A levels. You know this kid wants to go to university.
Uh, Very much so, Mr. Brown.
I'm an advocate for school. Go to
I
school,
tell
get
you,
that
we're getting
education,
ready for
and then play
the
ball.
the kickoff here in a few minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there. Should be so. What should do? Put the X. Let's use that X. Let's use that X. As the teams hit center field, Inter Miami walks across to give a little handshake and tell the guys good game and meet with the officials. Inter Miami in their traditional white, and there goes the team from Tobago in the light green with white socks, knocking it off with the referees and saying, "Hey, we're going to have a good game." On the Inter Miami team, Nigel, I see a youngster that I know very well, Kobe Thomas.
Yes, actually one of the Jamaica under 20 player, right?
Yes, he is. He's still eligible for under 20s. So, let's see what he does here today against these guys. A kind of physical game it should be. So let's see what he does.
So we have Darrell Fletcher, the captain for the Trinidadian team, just Trinidadian for the Tobago team, just did the coin toss there.
So the Tobago team is going south, north, from south to north, while the Inter Miami
West to
team
east.
will be going from north to south.
To make it simple, to make it very simple,
Yeah.
Inter Miami is in white, and Tobago is in green,
Yes.
blending with the field.
Very, 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 very much looking like a team that's out to do some serious work right now in that green. There goes the cheers. That simply means Inter is ready to rock and ready to roll.
And as you can see, this is a beautiful complex, which of course is the Inter Miami practice field complex over here. To our left, all the way over to our left, is the actual stadium from where we're sitting, from our vantage point.
What was that, Dry Pink Stadium?
Dry Pink Stadium.
Yes, that's what it is.
They're going to change the name to Beckham Stadium or Messi Stadium.
Pretty soon. That's the sound of the whistle.
And the Inter Miami look like they've playing a 4-4-2. That was the lineup that I see here. Beautiful turn there from Trinidad. Came out with the Tobago came out with the high press.
And almost created a chance on scoring just now.
So far, the Tobago team have kept Inter Miami in their half.
That's
And you know that's the danger when they cross that half. Well defended. And we have our first throw in for Inter Miami.
Ball played across for Thomas. Tries a fancy one.
Shot goes high and wide of the goal. First shot for Inter Miami. Now, right off the bat, the Tobago team came out looked like they're ready for this game.
Yes, they did. They stole one right here at about 20-25 yards outside of the Inter goal. That could have been a goal, but Inter Miami defensive work prevented them from going any further. So now we see what Tobago has to offer with a back kick all the way into Miami has ball. Searching pass for Tobago. Just the original intended target. Inter Miami intercepts.
There go the high pressure from the Tobago player.
Not a long ball.
Over the top.
I guess it's early time, so we're just trying to see where our legs at.